The trial of the two former JEA executives charged with conspiracy and fraud in a failed attempt to sell the utility will continue this morning without jurors.
So we expect to hear from a pair of witnesses who were not on the original list that was filed by prosecutors. News4JAX reporter Ashley Harding is joining us live from outside the federal courthouse. Ashley, this involves something that's actually come up a number of times throughout the case.
It really has, Jen and Vic. You know, today's hearing is on whether testimony from these witnesses involved comments made by Aaron Zahn and Ryan Wanamaker while they were under oath during workplace investigations. Now, that's important because those comments would be considered to be protected and could not be used in court against them. Jurors will not be in court today, but JEA's former CEO Aaron Zahn and former CFO Ryan Wanamaker will be, as the court prepares to hear testimony from two witnesses who are not originally on the government's list. The point in all this is to figure out if the federal government can prove its case against Zahn and Wanamaker was not built on statements they made, which are considered to be protected. These two witnesses are the former JEA Chief Administrative Officer and the former JEA Vice President of Human Resources. Former board member Camille Lee Johnson was also on a government witness list, but her attorney told the judge she's pleading the fifth. Lee Johnson was the chair of the board's compensation committee when it adopted the employee incentive program at the center of this trial. She is expected to be in the courtroom today after the judge denied her request not to appear. Thursday proved to be another interesting day in federal court. Jurors heard from Sam Musa. He was former Mayor Lenny Curry's chief administrative officer until he retired in 2019. Musa didn't have anything to say when he left the courthouse, but during testimony, he said that he was hired as a consultant to help draft a wish list of city projects, including roads, parks, and infrastructure that could have been paid for with money the city would have gotten if JEA had been sold. He also said he never heard anything about the controversial bonus plan until he saw it from news reports. He went on to tell the court he'd never seen anything like this bonus plan before in the city of Jacksonville. And once again, there is going to be a hearing today at the federal courthouse, but jurors are not going to be there today. They are going to be back, though, on Monday morning. News4JAX will have a crew there. And, of course, we'll keep you updated on air and on news4jax.com. We're live downtown. Ashley Harding, Channel 4, the local station.